What's going on, guys? It's your host, your boy, George Mackay, and the one and only
It's Uncle Bobby B, baby.
And we're back for another watch along of tonight's episode of MLW Rise of the Renegades. If I did my best CD impression that I possibly could.
Yeah, the Renegades, they're rising.
Yeah, they're rising. And it is also a trios action tonight in the main event. We've got the Von Hammers. For all of you who don't know, the Von Hammers is a mixture of the Von Erichs and Alex Hammerstone's name. And the reason why Rob is laughing is because before we started recording, he was looking over the email just to make sure we had the match card in place. And he turned to me and said, "Who is Von Hammers?" And for a second, I had to look and be like, I don't know, maybe it's Von, maybe it's Alex Hammerstone, like German or something.
Like,
and then we realized that
later,
it's the Von Erichs and Alex Hammerstone, but they drops the tone, if you will, and the Eric, and it's Von Hammers.
I swear I haven't felt like such an idiot in at least a few days. I'm not on a lot of sleep, so I'm literally going, who's Von Hammers?
At least he's not like a little bitchy mood tonight. I think last week might have been his Menzies for sure. So it's the Von Hammers, which is the Von Erichs and Alex Hammerstone versus Richard Holiday, King Maurtes, and Mads Krugger. Now that's the main event. We also know there's a couple other matches on the card. What else on the card tonight?
Did you get the email? We got some stuff. We got we got Octagon JR against Matt Cross for the Caribbean Championship.
That'll be a great match. And we've also
got a Mexican strap match, which is Airamiz against Gino Medina.
And it's just a strap match, but they always tend to, MLW does tend to do this where they make these kind of cool names for matches when it's really just a strap match. But
you can change a match by just adding like a
word
noun,
or a syllable.
Noun, person, place, or
yeah,
thing. Yeah, you add a noun and all of a sudden it's a different kind of match, but really it's the same match.
But we all know this match will be a lot better than the infamous Barclay Brawl, which I've talked about to no avail of how it was the cheesiest match MLW has ever done. And I'm not being an asshole. I love the MLW product, but that was definitely not their best creative decision, in my honest opinion. And now, without further ado, we present MLW Rise of the Renegades.
It's the left of Von Hammers. Fuck.
Well, at least you figured it out. Good for you.
But for that 3 seconds, man, I was really confused.
So we've got a recap of Cesar Durant and that wicked tag team match from last week, which was actually really good. Again, the not a big fan of the skewers. I mean, it looks so. I mean, I love them, but it looks so painful.
I'm gonna do that. The skewers.
Oh, Enzo.
I got
Enzo in the bathrobe that he clearly stole from Hugh Hefner's house.
It's not just the bathrobe I find offensive. It's really the whole getup. Like he's dressed like an Australian's nightmare. I don't understand. But yeah, Navarro got the win. This is not going to be the end of it, I'm sure. But
walking by Jacob Fatu and getting the FU for Fatu is genius. What a match last week, though. Bandito versus
Jacob Fatu.
No, it was Bandito versus
what was this guy's name?
Flamita?
No, Flamita.
Flamita. And recapping the assault by Richard Holiday when Hammer had his arm chained around his back. And Krugger and King Maurtes, and then the Von Erichs coming to the rescue. And I mean, good for the Von Erichs to come to the rescue, but the same token, they did it with their own agenda in mind. I mean, let's be honest.
Sure. I mean, the birth of the Von Hammers, if you will.
The birth of the Von Hammers.
We're back. It's MLW. It's the Rise of the Renegades.
Are they still in Dallas?
I think they are still in Dallas. Whew. I know we got a fresh set of tapings coming up.
And also, we forgot to mention that the X Factor will be Alicia Altout on the outside. She does tend to cause distraction, get involved in matches recently, so keep that in mind. But I think the match that's going to steal the show would be Matt Cross versus Octagon Jr. for the Caribbean strap.
Yeah, this is Matt Cross is one of those guys that
we talked about him. Yeah. He makes everybody look
exactly.
better.
I'm not going to repeat myself.
Okay, so the Mexican strap match is actually also a lumberjack match. Fighters surround the ring, win by pinfall, submission, or KO. And what was that other part? I think we missed it.
Each ringside.
Let's go back here for a quick second. I just want to double check that bottom rule.
Mostly butt heavy. Each ringside wrestler is
equipped with a leather Mexican strap. So they're also, so if you go to the outside in this lumberjack match, you're also going to be met with wrestlers waiting with straps. So it does add an interesting feel to it. It's like
They all have straps?
Yeah, that's what they said. Each ringside wrestler has a strap.
Oh.
So not only is it a lumberjack match, and now I guess we're kicking it off with that, which is a great way to kick it off. Gino Medina, I got to say, lately I feel like this storyline has done a big resurgence for him in the MLW product. It's given him some TV time. It's given him a chance to really showcase who he is. And also those matches with Micro Man. I mean, we all know Micro Man gets taken care of very well in the ring by ever who he's been. And Gino has been one of the best to take care of him. Gino's has been pinned twice by Micro Man in those matches.
Not happy about it either.
No, not happy. Going for a recap of Gino, I guess, his descent into madness. So yeah, before we get into it, let's go ahead and shout out the socials. Pretty much simple. All my links are in the description below all the time, but it's Straight Talk Wrestling on YouTube. If you're watching there, thank you so much for the love. Please subscribe. And Straight Talk Wrestling on Instagram, Straight Talk Wrestling on Facebook, and @_Straight Talk on Twitter. And Uncle Bobby B is the real Uncle Bobby B on Instagram. He does have a Twitter, but he never uses it.
Twitter's a cesspool.
And now, without further ado, so Gino's come out. Now we're waiting on Airamiz to come out. And all the ringside wrestlers are already out. Bud Heavy was out there. Danny Limelight was out there.
Oof, Airamiz got to get a new entrance jacket, bro. It looks like a garbage bag.
And he's back.
I'm just being honest. It looks like a garbage bag. Oh, look at that. What the fuck? That was like a crossbody twist into an arm drag. That was wild.
Yeah, you know this one is going to be crazy. Okay, so we've got a lot of Lucha Libres outside.
Gino is rocking the...
Oh, Matt Cross is out there too.
Yeah.
Octagon JR's out there. So before their match is set, oh, look at that. Gino out to the ring for the first one, and he gets strapped a few times. That was great. Nice Hurricane Rana back to the outside. And again, Bud Heavy, everybody's hitting him with the straps.
And he's just rocking like this flamenco.
Oh, here comes
suit.
Danny Limelight pushing Matt Cross off. Gangrel. Julius Smokes is out there. We got a couple of the henchmen. Ooh.
Dangerous from Airamiz.
Oh, there we go.
There.
Oh, okay.
Now they're all
so
under
one
attack.
group is only allowed to attack Airamiz, and the other group is only allowed to attack Gino Medina. So that's an interesting take on that.
So, I mean, strategy-wise, it would be smart to just keep your opponent outside of the ring as much as possible. Wear him down.
Well, and it has done that very, very well. Or Airamiz, sorry, has done that very well because he's already thrown Gino out a few times. But now here comes the Feather, right? Because now they can't touch him until his feet hit the floor. So that'll give him time. But I'm sure somebody's going to get involved.
Too long.
Oh, yeah. And they also...
Oh, and he pivots it into a backflip, moonsault. And he's being chased around. Look at Danny Limelight going after him. There's a suplex setup into the ring.
That was nice.
Gino looks like he just finished a long night of like ranching and drinking. I don't know how else to explain it. Swashbuckling even with those boots.
You're really going to go pirating with it, bro?
Bro, that's kind of a pirate. He's got the shirt. Look at the boots.
Oh, wow. So Gino caused a distraction to the ref. Went to get back in the ring, and he was pulled out by
the sound of those snaps.
And they pulled him out again. Oh, this is great.
Even a couple of the henchmen out there.
Maybe it's his ode to Johnny Depp. His outfit.
Oh, jeez.
What? You could throw a pirate punch, but I can't.
I didn't. I wasn't implying it was like inappropriate or anything.
I will raise the Black Pearl.
I've actually never seen one of those movies.
You've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
No.
Wow. You are living under a rock. Not a good rock, like a Charlie Brown rock from the Halloween show.
No, I have seen many good films, but I'm not going to spend my time on.
Sorry, I just yawned while you were talking. Not because you were talking, just yawned.
Forearm
nice
smash from
forearm.
Gino. He's kind of getting a...
Gino's an underrated wrestler. I think he's one of the better technicians in MLW. You know what I wouldn't mind seeing? Gino Medina versus Matt Cross. I think that would be an excellent match.
I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Oh, look at...
Oh, Smoke's trying to... Oh, and they're all over him again.
Smokes. You're not allowed to do that if he's on the apron, are you?
Well, yeah, but again, if you can get a cheap shot, why not, right? It's kind of like the heels of the locker room versus in the face. That was nice. Blue Thunderbomb. Oh, almost got a 3.
Gino into a knee on the head armbar.
Mm-hmm. He's wrenching back pretty good. but he doesn't have it in fully to the point where, I mean, Airamiz could easily swivel his body a little bit to get out of it.
I try to grab that cuff on his boots for leverage. I wonder if they're going to introduce like a 7 Seas championship.
Uh-oh. No, he's asking to fly and the crowd's going to get high. Yeah, I saw that coming. And a little to the crowd.
Oh, that time wasting could come back to bite him.
Absolutely. That was dope. Oh,
look at that
nice
arm drag.
I thought he might have missed it for a second there, but no, caught the arm drag. That was good.
Spinning kick, spinning sweep kick. Goes for another kick to the head. Here comes Gino Medina. Oh, that was like a weird sort of crossbody.
It was like a reverse crossbody into like almost a power slam, if you will.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I mean, again, though, that's lucha libre wrestling at its finest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can pretty much turn anything simple into something stunning. Really, they can.
And I used to wonder how they saw out of those masks too, but then I wore one and I was like, oh, you can actually see pretty well.
Oh, there you go.
There's Airamiz.
Airamiz, the arch rival of Airamiz. Nice. And he used the strap for leverage. Yeah. Nope.
I thought that was 3.
No, that was 2. That's El Dragon on the rope, if I'm not mistaken. Telling the ref. Oh!
Right to the gut. That would hurt.
Nice. I gotta say, the concept of this match wasn't bad. Everyone on the outside having straps makes it a little bit of a different take.
Okay, so maybe that's the Mexican aspect of it.
Maybe.
Everybody gets a strap.
Like Oprah, you get a strap. He gets a strap. Everybody gets a strap.
Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. Oh, did he try to roll him up?
Yeah, got the tights on him. Gino Medina wins with a handful of the tights.
I've been seeing a handful of tights a lot lately.
It's been a staple in MLW the last few weeks.
Just in wrestling in general, in indies and MLW, like I've just been seeing the fucking handful of tights. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
All the heels happy for Gino Medina. He's got a grin on his face. Stole the win nonetheless.
I think Gino and Fuerza would have a great match.
Absolutely. Speaking of Fuerza, I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah,
the new Fuerza shirt. Available.
MLW, like check out Gabriel Fuerza,
out this
man.
guy. He'll change your game.
He can hang with any of these guys. He can cut a great promo.
Rich trying to get a word in with Gino, but it's going to get
Canadians
interrupted.
Down there.
Oh, Airamiz not happy with the cheap win by Gino. Attacks him after the match is over. And I think this is definitely karma for what Gino did to Airamiz a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, the low blow. Never trust a man in a sash.
Let your love blow.
It's like a cummerbund.
Oh, no. Gino, with the ultimate sign of disrespect, demasks Airamiz.
Yeah, sorry. I never trust a man in a cummerbund. It's not a sash.
Oh, look at Matt Cross coming to the rescue, though. That's a G move right there.
Matt Cross, look at it. Just everybody's hero.
Disrespectful. Now he's got Aramiz's mask. So this is building this feud. I like this feud. It's been slow paced, but it's been good.
Matt Cross giving him shit. Like, you can't do that, man.
Gino storming off. And that's it. Hey, listen, a win is a win at the end of the day. Gino won that match.
Oh, look, we're getting to some women's wrestling. I know.
Oh, here we go. It's the crowning of the first featherweight champion.
I think Brittany Blake and Taya was signed, if I recall. Seeing that.
Well, we're going to find out later tonight. Setting up Matt Cross and Octagon Jr. Before we get into this match, I'm going to pause it real quick, and then we'll give you our tail of the tape. So now the tail of the tape. Matt Cross versus Octagon Jr. for the Caribbean strap. What are you seeing for these two guys? Like, what are you expecting out of this match?
I'm expecting a lot of flippy shit, if I'm being just
Oh,
flat out. It's gonna be flippy shit.
I think King Muertes is going to get involved. That's what I think.
Oh, that's a banger of a mask King Muertes is wearing though.
Ooh, what's with this staff right now?
It's this little skull stick with horns.
Ah!
Doing like an Arnold Schwarzenegger scream.
While we have the Battle Riot commercial going on, was there any new additions announced for the Battle Riot?
I will have to scroll my email real quick, but I don't recall seeing any.
I know Matt Cross made his intentions known for Battle Riot. And I also know that I believe Richard Holiday also did as well.
We've got the Samoan SWAT team versus the Von Erichs. That has been signed. We've got Taya Valkyrie versus Brittany Blake at Battle Riot. That's been signed. Hammerstone versus Bandito. And new entries are the Samoan SWAT team, Casey Navarro and Ross Von Erich into the Battle Riot.
Now, Bandito versus Hammerstone will be a barn burner. I think that'll be Hammerstone's toughest test as champion.
Yes, because Bandito is a luchador, but he's more of a mixed luchador. He can get you, he can brawl with you, he can go high fly, and it'll be interesting to see how these two work together.
Also, the second last official ROH champion of all time.
True.
After Jay Lethal won it from him at the final pay-per-view.
Yeah, don't cross the boss. Well, it's a trio smash.
The Von Hammers.
Yeah, this is
you could call Krugger, Muertes, and Holiday King Krugger Holiday. Just three all-American boys, Robbie.
They are American. They are boys.
Well, if you wouldn't know, the flag behind them was a clear indication.
I think Hammer's from like Arizona.
I think so. I think you may be right.
And the Von Erichs obviously are from Texas.
Now residing in Maui.
Right. You sure they're not from like New Hampshire or something like that?
No, I believe they are from Texas.
Oh, look at the liner on that jacket, Holiday. Well done. Oh, this must have been taped because he's still got the same MJF tan from last week. Love you, Rich, but your tanning salon did you wrong, bud. Richard would calm Hammer down, rock him to sleep.
Give him a bottle.
Alicia behind him just shaking her head. You suck. Everything you thought you knew, Hammer, it's going to come crashing down.
I got to say, though, this storyline has brought out the best promos of Richard Holiday that we have ever seen thus far.
Oh, yeah. I actually owe Rich because I used his line. It was always me. I used that in one of my promos and ended up going over pretty well. I'll play for you after. Yeah,
oh, nice.
Valkyrie versus Holiday next week. That is what I'm talking about. Get Holiday back in there and give her some high-level competition.
Well, that's for the first ever. That's for the strap, so that'll be great. I mean, if you're gonna have either woman represent your division right out the gate, those two are an excellent choice.
Here comes Matt Cross, baby. One of the unsung heroes of pro wrestling, indie wrestling legend. He is capable. He is dynamic. He can do flippy shit. He can take you in many different ways. Matt Cross,
he can really break you down.
Great guy to have around in the back, from what I've heard. He is a straight edge gentleman, and we're big fans of him over here. And I know I've got quite a few friends from down in Ohio and where Matt Cross is from. He's quite well respected, well known down there.
So what are you saying right now? Are you saying we're gonna have a new Caribbean champion right now? I think Matt Cross may get some gold here in MLW. I would like to see it.
I don't think Octagon, he's fresh as the champion. I think he's gonna be at the top of his game. I don't think he's gonna drop it just yet, but if there's somebody that's gonna give him a hard run, that's gonna make him elevate himself right off the bat with a victory, it would be Matt Cross, because he's gonna have to work hard for this one. This is a difficult first title defense. That music is kind of interesting, though. Yeah, that top rope fall away slam was extremely impressive.
Octagon JR, he is definitely one of the bright spots that came out of the MLW Aztec Underground for sure.
Is there, so like, I know a lot of these characters sometimes they're not always portrayed by the same individual, and there's Pentagon, there's Octagon, has anyone ever done like dodecahedron or something like that? Rhombus Jr.
That I would have to check.
That'd be an interesting one. Here we go, we're underway. And Octagon looks ready to go here. He's hyping the crowd up. Matt Cross looks ready to go. These are both guys who work with the crowd as opposed to against them. So I don't expect a lot of dirty tactics. I think this will be a nice, fair, good match.
No, this is two faces going for a strap right now. Yeah. This will be a match just based on technical skill, not cheap wins.
I like that gear on Pentagon too. It's very, very sparkly.
Oh, he's a champ.
Yeah, it looks nice on TV under the lights. Matt Cross in his usual white jeans, baby. Oh, almost like a chicken wing there into a snap mare and a chin lock.
See, that's Matt Cross, right? Trying to, just weaken the body down, body part by body part. That's classic Matt Cross.
He'll hit you with fundamentals. Another snap mare this time from Octagon, and he rolls him up into a crucifix pin.
Got a Matt 2 Cross, count there. Impressive.
Matt Cross sweeps the leg out from underneath. Doesn't even get a 1 count. And look at this. They're just flinging each other off. Well done. Nice little sequence. Crowd showing their appreciation. You know what I think we need to start doing here? I'm a big fan of now like throwing money in the ring. But the problem is our money is like heavy. So if I'm throwing a toonie at somebody, there's a good chance I'm going to injure them. I think that should become more of a thing here. Like it is in Mexico. Just throw money at people. Headlock from Octagon, excuse me. It's too many shapes now. I'm losing track. Shoulder block. Down goes Matt Cross.
He went down hard.
Yeah.
There was a little extra stank on that shoulder.
Octagon just rolls. Look at that. Woo, the agility. Test the strength we're seeing now. Ooh, not even. Going up on the ropes. Like a corkscrew.
Wow, corkscrew arm drag through to the outside, over the top rope, and he's going backwards, probably for a moonsault.
Matt Cross dazed on the outside. Here comes Octagon with the moonsault. God, I don't know how these guys land on their feet. That's amazing. We're taking a break as MLW is doing.
So while they announce their merch, we should always announce our merch. Well, at least my merch. Straight Talk Wrestling, available on ProWrestlingTees.com and also available on Spreadshop.com.
I don't have merch. I'm a civilian.
So check it out and support. I got a shirt. Mini Host got a shirt. Uncle Bobby V does not have a shirt, but he's part of the family.
Yeah, I'll get a shirt. Not my own shirt, like that has my name on it, just like a Straight Talk shirt.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a civilian. I don't need merch. That's not a knock on you. You have we have podcasts, do merch. But like me personally, I don't do anything that necessitates merch. Like there's nobody that's going to want to wear clothes that have my name on it, because people are going to be like, oh, who's that guy in your shirt? And they're going to be like, nobody, it's just some fucking guy. And see, it just defeats the purpose. Anyways, we're back to the match here. We've got Octagon laying it into Matt Cross.
In firm control right now of this match. I like it.
Heading to the turnbuckle. Matt Cross looks like he's looking for a tag, but there's nobody there, Matt. There is nobody there.
Handlebar ref. He's out there to probably take a bump in the.
Oh, is Handlebars back?
Handlebars is
there
back.
Is Handlebars.
He's probably out there to take a bump later on in the night.
He has got the flavor saver in full effect there.
The flavor saver. You know, we talked about Matt Cross and how he could break down the body, but we never talked about Octagon Jr. and how he could break down the body.
He's going to work on the back.
Yeah, he's really dissected Matt Cross.
Drop that knee to the upper back, got the arms pulled back.
Octagon looks like a relatively young cat, man. I want to say he's probably in his 20s. Octagon Jr.
Oh, I would say early 20s at most. At most. So here we go. As I was saying, there are often multiple individuals who portray characters,
and we know this.
You ready for this? So the first Octagon Jr. was the wrestler known as Kalisto in 2012.
Oh, nice.
Following that, it was actually in 2016, Flamita.
Oh,
who we just were going on about last week, and it's been formerly known as Golden Magic. He's now the third and current Octagon Jr. And he was born in 1990, so he's 22.
32.
1990. Yeah, 32. Yeah, damn. He's 32. Okay, he's older than we thought.
Hey, takes care of himself, looks young.
Yeah. Now Matt Cross is getting a little bit of recompense. Looking for a little crowd support, but they seem to be more behind.
I think it's a divided crowd. You can hear some cheers for Matt Cross.
Matt Cross is jacked, man. See, that's what a life of like not smoking and drinking does to you, and like taking care of yourself. It must be nice.
Mm-hmm. You do a lot with that. Put Octagon Jr. away, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Just looking up Golden Magic a bit here because I'm not too familiar with him. Originally worked as Brazo Metallico, also known as Metal Arm. Oh, Matt Cross takes a kick to the face.
Wow, I saw that coming.
A springboard. Oh,
whoa!
I love that. Springboard, just like a corkscrew elbow drop.
I tell you, man, these luchas that
tornado elbow drop.
These luchas that MLW has given a platform to, they really are impressing with the on the fly kind of high octane offense. I'm loving it.
Right, because it's an American promotion. But they're bringing in a lot of Mexican talent.
Court Bauer did mention that he wanted to do aggressive expansion into the Mexican territories, but also he didn't really mention, but this has been a great factor, is bringing these guys over, giving them a platform. Like I've enjoyed seeing Pagano on a semi-regular basis.
Absolutely.
I've enjoyed seeing Octagon Jr. I've enjoyed seeing Bandito. I've enjoyed seeing these guys that didn't have a North Americanized platform other than inside Mexico. That was a forearm that was heard around the world by Matt Cross right there.
Exactly. And you know, it reminds me a lot of like 1996 kind of like WCW cruiserweights, like bringing in a lot of guys that I hadn't necessarily seen of or heard of before and making it exciting, because I'm like, this is something new and it's dynamic. And you know, we're in an era where
guys like Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Juventud
Guerrero, Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, they wouldn't be household names without WCW giving them
here
that
at least.
At least not here. Yes,
Rey Mysterio was destined to be a star no matter what. But some of those guys, yeah, Ultimo was so good, man. Jushin Liger when they brought him in before.
Billy Kidman was solid.
Billy Kidman was a great cruiserweight. Man, and they had guys like Dean Malenko.
Matt Cross took way too much time.
Took an enziguri to the arm.
Well, chest, kind of.
Yeah, but he blocked it. What are we going to see here? Top rope, Rana. Yep. Matt Cross, look at him selling that lower back injury. Here's the snapmare from Octagon. And a kick out at one. Oh, Matt Cross is hulking. Going for the double underhook. Ducks the clothesline. Here comes the cross cutter.
I love that move.
So good. Well, Matt Cross, no, this is going to be a kick out.
But still, that cross cutter is so good to go into the ropes, hit it with your neck muscles, if you will.
Yeah, it's basically you hit it, your head's under the ropes, but your arms are above. So just kind of take it on your upper back shoulders there.
Kind of shoots you back like an elastic band, if you will, and you get a lot of velocity on that.
Well, like you felt the ropes there, man. You wonder how, like, wow, they when they springboard, they get so high. the pull on those ropes, like if you've never touched ropes before, they've really got some rebound to them. When you yank them, you come back with them. Shooting star press, it looks like to me. Oh, and he lands on his fucking feet. So he just did a gainer. Mother package pile driver. Oh, he just planted him. That'll do it.
Great match nonetheless, though. Octagon Jr. retains, but Matt Cross definitely made him work for it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's a great match. That's a technical match right there. Both guys had the crowd behind them. Nobody was resorting anything dirty. It was just two guys who wanted to compete and see who was the better man on the day. And Octagon Jr. is reigning triumphant at the moment.
Yeah, you know what? Rich said it best right there. A lot of similarities in their offenses. They really did. They really knew how to elevate each other. I also think Octagon Jr. may have elevated Matt Cross.
Absolutely. They both, and that's, you know, to break the kayfabe, like that's what you want with wrestlers. Like your attitude should be, I want to make you look good. You want to make me look good. Let's make each other look good. Let's get each other over. Everybody wins. Not, I want to get my shit in and I don't give a fuck how good you look. Because guess what? Nobody's going to want to sell for you with that kind of fucking attitude. And you get known as being difficult to work with.
CD getting a little. Oh, you know what? That's why he's pissed off at Microman, because remember Savio Vega went in the office and Microman was hiding
again with the Reese's peanut butter cups.
I throw them to death.
Hold on.
Oh, Taya.
What the fuck is that? Is that Jordan Peele? Is that El Dragon?
That was the greatest sequence ever.
What the fuck just happened? So the best part of that was Microman just throwing a kick. Like, no chance it was
to really throw a kick.
No, he just like
threw the peanut butter cups.
No, after that, he just like kicked his leg out at CD when he was standing. It was so fucking funny. Oh, we got Myron Reed.
Happy birthday, by the way. It's Myron Reed's birthday today, so shout out to Myron.
HBD King. Oh, yo.
Oh, I like this.
I don't know if you want any of that smoke, KC. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Reed versus Navarro. Take my money. Reed wins. Myron wants to punch him in the face. I would too if I was Myron.
You know, I learned something of somebody. Like, if you're ever in a position where you can tell somebody wants to hit you, call them out on it. Be like, you want to hit me, but you won't.
Oh, hold on. We're going to get an unaudible promo from Max Krugger.
The bargain has been made. Okay, so Krugger wants Fatu.
Krugger wants Fatu in a weapons of mass destruction match, and doing CD's bidding, he will now get that match if he decimates Hammerstone and the Von Erichs tonight. What?
You smell that? It smells like food.
Yeah, the food's cooked.
Oh, okay. Cooked.
Yeah.
You cooked it already? Damn.
I heated it from frozen.
Fuck,
You must know.
Oh, Killer Cross.
At least we're not going to see it.
Yeah, he's talking.
Yeah.
A bit.
You know that Scarlett's making her debut as well.
Yeah. I like that he's... Oh, so he's not talking. He's just TikTok.
Well, he said MLW, TikTok. He said more than he said in every other promo since they've announced him.
Still 5 syllables.
Yeah,
but I like that he's a cigar. I like that he's a cigar guy though. Cross, if you end up happening to see this, curious what kind of cigars you smoke, bud. Suppose I could just DM you, but still. Look at young Hammer there.
A Hammer that had so much fulfillment in life, ready to go, eh?
Fresh faced, like super lean, short hair, bodybuilding Hammer. And he was like, "Nah, I want to be like Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna bulk the fuck up for wrestling."
Enzo is now checked into Battle Riot.
What is he wearing though? The Kurt Cobain glasses, like.
Oh, Davey Richards.
Oh, that's a good.
Is in the Riot. He was in the Riot last year, and he almost, I remember, didn't he go? He entered early, like top 5.
Because I think he was still pretty fresh into the promotion coming back. I mean,
yeah, he made his debut at Battle Riot, but he entered in pretty early, if I remember last year's Battle Riot, and I think
little Guido
from FBI, nice.
As an Italian, I approve of this.
Well, we talked about New York OGs, and there's one right there.
Yeah.
You may remember little Guido from ECW in the later days before they closed up.
Yo, AC Romero.
AC Romero, nice, looking good, looking strong.
AC Romero has been on a tear, cutting weight. Good for you, AC, man. You look great. Keep hustling, bud. Like seeing you wrestle. You're a good dude.
Who else we got?
Who else we got here?
Oh, Savio Vega.
So you know there's going to be some...
Well, he's already got the kendo stick in the picture.
But I love, like, he uses the kendo stick like I would use my toy lightsaber when I was a kid. Just like flinging it around. The greatest. What else we got? Oh, Los Maximos. Oh, yes.
Well,
remember?
we did know that they were going to make their return, so they're going to enter the Riot. That's cool.
I like that, though. Like, this is one of the good things about pro wrestling. Bring guys back for stuff like this. Don't bring them back to, like, win titles for a month for no reason.
So if I'm not mistaken, we know at least half of the people in Battle Riot now. I want to say half or more.
I mean, there's going to be some surprises for sure.
Well, I think we know at least a good 25 people in that 40-man Battle Royal. So,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, more ECW guys. Oh, Samoan SWAT team.
Is that Gino?
No, I was just a fan, I think.
Looks like Gino.
Let me tell you, I would love to sit there and fucking just like have a drink and smoke a blunt with these two guys. Because Juicy Finale is fucking hilarious. I don't know if you like ever watch him on the indies, the music.
Yeah.
The music he comes out to and shit. Guy's the best. I feel like Julius Smoke's about to pop out. Uh-oh, who's walking from behind there? Somebody's walking up. See that?
I don't know who it is.
Who's walking up?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Oh, they fucked right off.
So the Weapons of Mass Destruction match will happen in 2 weeks. Hopefully this is the end of this feud.
So if you lose, the winner, you only win by detonating an atomic bomb. You have to split the atom to win.
Split the atom, you say? What do we got here now?
Oh, right. Like Richard or whoever this is needs somebody to. Yeah. Come. Oh, it's Alex Cade. Yeah, Mr. Thomas.
Oh, you drinking Starbucks?
Looks like a McDonald's iced coffee, if you ask me.
Okay. So the mystery of who's bankrolling the Boom Fight Club still left in the wind, but Alex has stated that he wants all the gold. So, and also aggressive expansion. So he did mention the featherweight strap. I do see some women in the division that would fit in very well in the Boom Fight Club. One in particular that definitely needs a heel turn, and that would be Willow Nightingale.
No, Willow's too nice, man. She's got that infection.
I thought Alex was too nice.
She's so bubbly.
He's a sweetheart.
Smiley. Yeah, he is. But he could be. But like Willow's like that smile. You can't get.
This is a juxtaposition, if I ever heard one. It's kind of a Spartan helmet, if you will, is it not?
No, that's like a Mayan Incan. They wore shit like that. I don't know, probably. Maybe.
It's a little Spartanish too.
I'm not. South American history is not my forte.
No, mine either, but it looks a little Spartanish, but still looks cool nonetheless. Oh, he switched his mask up from the staff sequence.
Cool mask.
So we got about roughly 15 minutes left. So if you count out intros, such.
Yeah, it's not even. We've got about 12 minutes left. 12, 13 minutes. So this is going to be.
I did say about 15.
Yeah, this is going to be a 10-minute match. Yeah, but I mean, when we're talking like 15 minutes, minutes count.
Forever. Like fine wine in the summertime. Alicia Altitude with Richard Holiday.
How is that like fine wine in the summertime?
Because she looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah, Holitude, they look good.
Cloud couple.
Holitude. Bro, I'm telling you, one day you're going to
say, excuse me, if you're going to fart, please?
Hashtag Holitude up on the screen.
Never.
And I'm going to pop so hard.
Never.
Oh, yeah, the pepper spray.
The pepper spray. She really did get him good.
The white suit.
I love it.
The Colonel Sanders get up. That mask, man. I wonder how pissed he is that they copped that for the new Batman movie. The Riddler.
Probably a little bit frustrated for sure.
Because it's funny, sometimes you'll see gear and like I'll be browsing looking for different gear myself, and I'll see something, I'll be like, oh, so and so wears that, like some shit I found on Amazon. And I'm like, I wonder if they did the same thing for Batman. They were just like, oh, this mask we found looks cool, we'll put this on the Riddler. And Matt's sitting there going, what the fuck? I've been wearing this for like years now.
Well, it's not a copywritten mask.
I know, but like, you fuck with the guy's character.
His mask is a little bit different than the Riddler.
Yeah, it's not like identical, but like the green with
and
the
now
flap.
One half of the Von Hammers tag team, the Von Erichs.
So they got some Texas flags happening.
Of course, they got to represent where they're from. They're awesome, though. They look good. They look strong. They look ready to go. This will be the first bit of action we've seen in quite a bit from the Von Erichs in consecutive weeks.
Man, I want to move to Hawaii. What the hell? It's damn
Came
cold
out with
up
the
here.
American flag, just to let everybody know.
I don't think everybody knows like the Arizona flag.
I don't even know the Arizona flag.
What does the Arizona flag even look like? Google machine that shit.
I love how you Google Arizona flag and fuck Trudeau comes up.
Yeah, I googled Arizona flag and a fuck Trudeau flag comes up. Okay, that I'm not gonna lie, that is a cool looking flag. But if you showed me that flag and I didn't know it was Arizona, I'd be like, "What communist Asian country is that from?"
Well, actually, I would think it was Peru, because those are the same Peruvian colors.
I guess I'd be like, "That looks like some sort of communist country flag."
Venezuela maybe too. Looks a little Venezuelan.
I think Venezuela is like baby blue and white. Hold on.
No. Venezuela is red, white, and blue with like a yellow star.
Okay.
So it's like a red. I believe it's like a red triangle with yellow, blue, and I think it's a gold star in the middle of the red triangle.
I mean, stars are pretty common, but they are also obviously associated with socialist, communist nation. Look at short-haired hammer. June 23rd, NYC, baby. All right, well, we're down to about 9 minutes. And we're just still trying to get things coordinated in the ring. Who's in, who's out.
It's chaos right now. The Von Erichs kind of cleaned house early, and the three heels are kind of retracted right now. It looks like Marshall's going to start the match.
We haven't had an official start to the match yet, looks like. Holiday barking orders. He's telling Krugger to get in there. Oh, no. Holiday will take it.
Hey, whatever happened to Hammer Dick? Did that not come to fruition? The marketing scheme of the most marketable?
I don't know what happened to
Hammer Dick. Just kind of fell off, eh?
Well, you don't want your Hammer Dick to fall off, but...
No, I mean the concept, you twit. The concept! Obviously, you don't want your Hammer Dick to fall off, but, I mean, the concept can fall off. Wow. Richard actually putting Marshall on the mat there with the shoulder tackle. I don't know how Marshall fights in no shoes. I can never do that.
Yeah, I know a few people that do it, and I don't know. I always thought that part of the thing with wrestling boots is it's to protect your ankle and stuff like that, keep you from rolling it because they're kind of thicker and tighter and this and that. But hey, a lot of people now work with what the hell was that?
That was bad. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad camera placement.
A lot of guys just wrestle in like wrestling shoes now, and
see, look at Alicia. She knows that Richard is hurt right now. She's taking care of him in the ring. Let Krugger handle it for a while.
Krugger runs in, but Marshall ducks out of the way. Ross. Krugger puts himself up on the second turnbuckle, but they just sweep him off.
Right to the center of the ring.
Ooh, just a running soccer kick, standing.
You know what? We never talk about the agility of Marshall Von Erich. He's got some hops, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I was just about to say the same thing that Rich is saying. They can barely keep Krugger down, even with this.
Oof. Oh, he laid both of them out. Hammer's got to get in there.
Oh, grabbed him by the ear. See? Oh, yeah, the classic corner foot choke. Rich is dead with his arms up. Not me.
Boy, he's got to make sure.
I didn't do it.
Wow, no sell by Mads Krugger on the punch to the gut. And Ross was swinging on that one, man.
We've got about 6 minutes left, and
King Maurtes about to get involved in this match. Maurtes is definitely, I was going to say he's going to go for a kick. Man, when Maurtes hits you, it must be like a sledgehammer.
Look at the deltoids on Maurtes, though. Like, watch when he raises his arms up, the size of his fucking shoulders. And his traps, too. Like, this dude's
it's rough to say it, but Richard is the smallest guy in this match, and that's saying something. I will say Ross definitely putting on looking a little thicker though, a little more cut, eh?
Look at his fucking shoulders. That's ridiculous.
You're focusing way too much on the delts,
dude. I can't get like this. I can't get over the size of those things. That's scary. I would not want to get punched by this guy, working or otherwise. like just all three of these guys are big. Like even Rich, it's easy to forget. Like he's tall, he's big.
But these guys make him look like a cruiserweight.
Exactly. Hammer's trying to get in there, but the ref
I mean, ideally, that's kind of majority of your heavyweight division right there in that ring, is it not? Minus Fatu.
You got some of your top talent in the company right in here right now.
Now that was weird because the camera angle they just showed, they were finger touching. Like the hands were right there. Yeah.
Maurtes is saying no dice. Oof.
I figured this was going to happen. They were going to target the weakest one, and not saying Ross Von Erich is weak in any aspect, but they were going to target the smallest one, the three of these guys.
Yeah.
Ross going to get Hammer getting involved.
Hammer pulling the referee, and you screwed them, Hammer. You played yourself. We've got 4 minutes remaining. Ooh, big chop. Back in the ring. Richard's going to go for the 2008. Nope. Neck breaker. I like that Rich uses a lot of the old school moves. A neck breaker, Russian leg sweep.
Richard's old school, but he definitely does, he's very cerebral. Richard Hawley, I don't think he gets enough credit cerebral for breaking news. Cesar Durant's office broken into. Uh-oh.
It was Microman for sure.
Savio Vega looking for a couple more stats to cash.
If they find Reese's pieces, then we know it was Microman.
It could have been ET.
Oh, Ross comes flying out with a huge pump kick knee.
Hot tag coming soon.
Looked like he clipped Holiday good with that too.
Yeah, you got him. Hot tag coming soon. Hammer's finally in this match.
Hammer with a German on Maurtes. Oh, overhead belly to belly on Krugger. And on, wow. Just picking these guys out there. The Warrior. He's locking eyes with Richard.
And now the Von Erich's taking care of Maurtes and Krugger on the outside.
Holiday and Hammerstone alone in the ring. Hammer is having his way with them.
Because we kind of knew this was going to happen if Hammer did ever get his hands on him.
Oh, here we go. Nightmare Pendulum.
We're calling for it.
No, Alicia. No, Maurtes. Hammer into the ropes. Oh, look at that power slam.
Take a little bit more than that to put Hammer away.
They can't have Hammer go get pinned. Can't have your champion get pinned. It's got to be one of the Von Erichs if they're losing this. Hammer trying to get a reversal with the arm twist. And Hammer with a pump kick of his own.
Oh, Alicia on the rope.
And she's distracted the referee, who is not paying attention now as Hammer's got Maurtes covered. That's 1, 2, 3. And Hammer will now try to
just threw her shoe over to Hammer.
Yeah, now
tagged
we'll have
in.
A sneak attack and a roll up. $2008.
Yep.
You can't have him pin Hammer clean.
You absolutely can. It's a great build to the story.
I guess.
I pinned you now, Hammer. I'm even more in your head now, Hammer.
I mean, there's no circumstance.
I did say Alicia Altu was going to be the X Factor. I did say she was going to get involved in some way, shape, or form. This was a textbook trios match with the biggest heel going over the biggest face in the company.
Okay,
It makes logical sense.
But I'm gonna say something. Under no circumstances is it ever gonna be believable to me that a fucking high heel shoe is gonna knock somebody.
Yeah, nobody says it has to be believable, but it's textbook wrestling 101, dude.
I mean, you ever felt a high heel shoe? They don't make those things to be heavy. They're like light.
Listen, I stay away from high heel shoes, man. Okay, I watch Single White Female. I know how that shit ends.
I hate having to shave my legs to wear them, but it's hard without it, right?
Fair enough. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
All right. Well, the Renegades have risen. Hammer's been pinned. We're setting up for Battle Riot.
Yep.
It's going to be something special. I'm excited. You excited?
I absolutely am. And we already know that Richard Holiday versus Hammerstone has been pre-taped. We don't know the results of it, but considering that Richard Holiday is checked into Battle Riot, I'm going to suggest that match did not go his way. What we do know for next week, we are going to get Holiday versus Taya Valkyrie to be the first inaugural MLW featherweight champion. And I know where Rob's putting his money on.
Holiday all day, bud.
I want to put my money on Holiday, but you know what? I don't know. I also want to say that Taya Valkyrie has not really appeared anywhere else right now, so she may have a few more dates lined up with MLW. Either one is a strong representation of the company. I would like to see Holiday get it, but I have a feeling first one out the gate, they are going to give it to the little bit more established, little bit more, not by much, a little bit more established.
They might.
Hold on, can I finish my point?
I'm not interrupting you. I'm just saying they might.
Yes, Taya Valkyrie. I'm going to say I'm going to put my money on Taya Valkyrie, even though my heart says Holiday, but my head says Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah, I think if you want to do it right, the belt should go on the person that's going to be the linchpin of your division, not on the person who is necessarily, pardon the pun, most marketable or more established or well-known or whatever. I think if you want to do it right, you have Holiday come out looking strong by beating Taya Valkyrie for the championship. I think that's what they should do, but if that's what happens, it remains to be seen how the match plays out.
Absolutely. All we know is that it's going to be great action. The action has definitely been picking up. This was a great all-around card. Octagon JR successfully defends his title against Matt Cross. We had great trios action with the newly formed Von Hammers. So that was good. Unfortunately, the win did not go their way, but still great. And I got to say as well, too, that Mexican strap match was a lot of fun. Very entertaining. Gino Medina getting the cheap win over Airamiz.
Handful of tights, baby.
Handful of tights. Actually, more than a handful, like both handfuls. Like he had those things wrenched hard right there. There was no way Airamiz was going to get. I don't care how flexible you are. Airamiz was not kicking out of that in any way, shape, or form. As always, guys, we shout out the socials later, but much love for tuning in each and every week for us here on MLW Rewind. As always, I'm your host, your boy, George Mackay.
Uncle Bobby V, baby.
And we will see you guys next week as the Rise of the Renegades was a one-off, but next week it'll continue as Fusion. Take care, guys.